This is the 2023 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Yeast Experiment, British Brown Ale. Thanks to our sponsors: Imperial Yeast, 5 Star Chemicals, Yakima Valley Hops, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Store, and Brewers Hardware. Let's get tasting.
All right, Big Dog Brewing coming back for the last beer review for the 2023 Brewtubers experiment. This one is going to be from my good buddy Sean at Brookside Brews. So Sean uses the pre-made labels from October, and then, would help if I did that right. All of his information's there. So Sean used WLP 005. So coming in from the brewery / basement bar. Cheers. No repeat event there. So this one's is not as clear as some of the others, but it's very, with the light shining through it, you can see kind of the red-brown hue to it. It's got about a 1/4 of an inch head on it, maybe a little bit less. And yeah, I mean, it looks the part. So it's pretty clear. So let's get a little sniff. So I get the maltiness as usual, as expected. This one I'm getting a little bit of a characteristic of the yeast. I can't tell what it is, but it's got a little bit of that yeast aroma to it. A little bit of chocolate note, maybe some coffee, maybe some raisin. Head's still there a little bit. It's dissipating, but it's there. It's going for a little bit of a taste. Cheers. Again, getting the roastiness of the malt, getting that that rich character of the malt. This one's got a little bit more of a kind of a raisin taste to it. Very good. Some of that yeast characteristic, that yeast, hard to describe. You know, I'm going to say fizziness, but it's not fizziness, but a characteristic of a yeast, of an English British yeast. So it's definitely coming through on this one. This one's nice and sweet, which I find very interesting. It's not dry, but it's not too sweet. I know Chris's was sweet, but it's not as sweet as Chris's, but it's definitely on the sweeter side, not as much on the dry side. I mean, again, none of these beers have disappointed me, and it sucks that we have to rank these, you know, but that's part of the experiment. So we've got to do in the rankings. So from a ranking standpoint, Kurt is on top at Firm Adventures, Jerry at Adventures in Homebrewing, myself, Nick at Exit 12, Billy at Gamgood, Matt at Wrecked Brewing. Then I'm going to put Sean at Brookside Brews. Again, just because it was on the sweeter side. And I think that the style is more supposed to be on the drier side because looking at the majority of the beers that we got. So maybe I'm wrong. If I am, I'm sorry to Sean and Chris, but, and then Chris at Burgles Brewing would wrap up in the 8th spot. So, yeah, that's the rankings. You know, honestly, wrapping up, I didn't find a lot of different characteristics between all 8 of the yeasts. Maybe others did. They all produced a really, really good beer. All the guys that participated in the experiment, and I know the rest of the guys in the club that did it, or that brew, we all brew great beers. We all know what we're doing. Some more than others, myself being the others. But you know, I think that doing experiments like this really help to educate other homebrewers, and we get to see what other styles are out there. As I said in my first video, I've never done a brown ale. You know, I would probably brew one again here. So I'm not sure what yeast I would use. I probably would stick with mine, but I might reach out to Kurt, who was at the top of my list, to get some tips from him, because I really liked his beer. But yeah, I mean, this was been a great experience, and I would encourage anybody who didn't participate to participate next time, and or you know, just try and experiment with a beer, send it around to some of your friends. I know any one of us in the club would be willing to review your beer, whether you want it publicly posted or just privately posted to you, that's fine too. But so this wraps up the 2023 Brewtubers experiment for the year. I'm going to be posting this probably on New Year's Eve during the afternoon, so I want to wish everybody a happy New Year's Eve, happy New Year, be safe, and hope to brew with you in 2024. Cheers.